What's good, you guys? We're back again with another video. So it's been about a week since the NBA draft, and I think that's the perfect time for me to drop this NBA draft winners and losers video. I would have been dropped it, but I didn't know if we were going to get any surprise trades after the draft, because you know that stuff can happen. Like, I was expecting Portland to probably make a move after the draft, but they never did. So I just wanted to come in here and bring this video up. I have a couple honorable mentions because I didn't have that much, but I do have a couple honorable mentions. The first one is, as a winner, I have the Nuggets taking Julian Strawther. I think that was just a perfect pick. I think Calvin Booth did it again. This draft perfectly in the later first round. Did it with Bones Highland. Did it with Christian Braun. He's going to do it the same way with Julian Strawther. Y'all know that was one of my favorites, if not my favorite draft prospect. And I think he's going to fit perfect with that team. And they kind of ran the same offensive system that Gonzaga ran in college. So he's going to be used to that system. And just the way he's able to move off ball. You got one of the best passes of all time in Jokic. I think he's going to be able to be a good defender. Not like Christian Braun was, but he's not going to be like a slouch on defense at all. And I think he just fits perfectly with that team. Talking about another perfect pick, the Pels getting Jordan Hawkins. Perfect. I don't know why everybody didn't have that marked on their mock draft. I didn't, so I'm talking to me too. But that was just a perfect pick. A lot of people had to get in Kaysen, which wouldn't really make sense because they just drafted Dyson Daniels last year. So I kind of want to I want to take that back because I also had them drafting Kaysen. But them drafting Jordan Hawkins, the best shooter in the draft, one of the best off-ball players, if not the best off-ball players in the draft as far as his off-ball movement. I heard or seen that he damn near shot more on contested three-point shots than he did on open three-point shots. He's just a gifted shooter, and that's what they need. That shooting, him and Trey Murphy on the wings with Brandon Ingram playmaking or Zion playmaking, that's just a scary fit. And I think he's going to be able to play right away. He might take some people's minutes over there. That's what the one thing I hate about that team is. They're so talented from top to bottom, so talented, and it's not going to allow a lot of people to develop. Like we kind of seen that with Jackson Hayes. I think he's still a decent NBA player. He just can't really develop because he's not getting that much time. I don't think Jordan Hawkins is going to have that problem, just because that type of shooting you're going to need right away. So he's going to take some minutes right away. And then the last one I want to talk about, which is, to me, it's a winner. These are all winners, by the way. The Magic. I think they had a perfect draft. I think they did. A lot of people didn't like their picks, and I don't know why. A lot of people's like, they shouldn't have taken Anthony Black because they have Markelle Fultz. What has Markelle Fultz or Jalen Suggs or Cole Anthony done to show you, to say, oh, I can't draft Anthony Black? They haven't done nothing. That's like when back in the day, well, not back in the day, it was like 2 years ago, when Cavs fans was like, why do we need Darius Garland? We have Colin Sexton. What did Colin Sexton, this is me saying this, the biggest Colin Sexton fan on the internet, what has Colin Sexton shown you in his NBA career to say, I'm not going to take Darius? He didn't show you nothing. So that is just stupid. And then, oh, he can't shoot. If you watch Anthony Black, that shooting is just, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter, because of course it matters, but it's not going to stop him at all, because Anthony Black, unlike those other three guys, is a basketball player. The other three guys, Cole Anthony, just a scorer. When he doesn't have the ball, he's not on nothing. Markelle Fultz, when he doesn't have the ball, he's not on nothing. Jalen Suggs is Jalen Suggs. This guy, Anthony Black, is a basketball player. When he has the ball, he can create for others. He can create for himself. He's going to make the offense look good. When he doesn't have the ball, he's one of the best cutters in the draft. And I think he's going to be a good catch-and-shoot shooter. He's shown flashes of that in college. He's just a basketball player. He's going to be able to fit right away. So if you're going to play him on ball, off ball, he's going to be able to do that. He can play next to Markelle, play off of Markelle. Same thing with Cole. Same thing with Jalen Suggs. He can do that with all them guys. That was not a bad pick. I think it was a perfect pick. And then you get Jett Howard at 11. To me, very good pick. Now I understand better shooters around like Grady Dick and Jordan Hawkins, who have higher floors. I get that, but this pick was obviously for a higher ceiling, and he has that out of all those guys. And another thing, he's also a very good shooter. So I don't understand why people hated that pick when the whole point of making that pick was to get a shooter. They got that. Did they get the best? No. Did they need the best? Not really, because it's not really. I think it's Jordan Hawkins and it's just Grady Dick and Jett Howard. They're both very good shooters. And if you think Jett Howard has a higher potential, you take him. They want players with high potential on that team. That's why they got Anthony Black when they already have people at his position. That's why they got a Jett Howard who feels the need for now, but in the future he could be something crazy. And then if you realize it, if you look what they're doing, you see what they're doing. Even Paolo, after they made the Jet Howard pick, said, I see what we're doing. Let me name the team. Jet Howard, I'm just naming the whole team. Markelle Fultz, Anthony Black, Paolo Banchero, Jonathan Isaac, Franz Wagner. I was about to say Mo Bamba, Mo Wagner, Wagner, whatever, however you say his last name. Wendell Carter Jr., Gary Harris, Jalen Suggs. They're just all guys that are over 6'5", and most of them are over 6'11". 6'7". They're getting long players that can play multiple positions, and they're doing it the right way. Because you've seen Toronto's how to do it, but they never had a point guard. This team has two, and they also have shooting along with that. They have I was gonna say diverse. They have forwards that can do multiple things. They just have Siakam over there. They didn't have a Paolo or Franz that could do multiple things on the basketball court. I see the vision, and I think it's smart. Not saying Grady couldn't do that, because Grady's like 6'7", 6'8", but he's not Jet. Jet is nice, bro. So I love the pick right there. I love what the Magic are doing. But since we started off with the winners, I want to start off with the losers. Since we named winners, I want to start off with some losers. So to me, the biggest loser was the Thunder. Now you make a trade with the Mavericks to trade up to 10, and you get Davis Bertans. It's not wrong with that. I don't mind that at all. I don't know if it's inspiring, but you have all the money to spend, so that little 15-18 million he's making, it's not really going to hurt you. It's just the pick. Drafting Cason Wallace when you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, actual guys that showing you something. Jalen Williams, who can also play the guard, Trey Murphy. It's just, I don't know. And then making that pick kind of told me they're going to try to make Jalen Williams play the 4, and I don't like it. I think they should have took a Derek Lively. I think they should have went at the size, got a Grady Dick, got a Kobe Buffkin, Jaime Jaquez, a Leonard Miller. Reach on him. They have the luxury to reach on players just because how good they are building players up. I just didn't like Cason at that pick, and it's not to say I don't like Cason. I don't like him for the Thunder at all. It's just the fit is weird to me. So that's my first loser. The second loser is obviously the Trailblazers. You didn't do nothing. The rumors for the last 2 months about they're going to trade Paul George, Pascal Siakam, Zach LaVine, and they drafted Scoot. And that's why I said I'm gonna wait to see if they trade him. Never traded him. Now you're having a meeting with Dame tonight. Like it shouldn't be no meeting. It should be Dame, you're gone. But like the fact that they didn't make a decision during draft night, it rubbed me the wrong way. It was pretty bad. And then the last loser is just the Cavs. It's not that much losers of this night, but the last loser is the Cavs. I know we don't have that much assets, but you can't tell me we have some seconds. And we have a throwing contract like Cedi Osman. We couldn't at least get a top second round pick. We had to stay at 49 and draft Emoni Bates. And I gotta see people saying the Cavs won this draft because they think Emoni Bates is the same player he was in high school, and they think he's facing the same little ass talent he was facing in high school. I just wish we was able to trade up into the late first round pick or early second round. I think we was able to do that, and we just didn't. But other than that, I didn't really see losers. I didn't see that much losers. I could see people saying the Nets were the losers, and the back picks taking Noah Conley and Reed Whitehead, but I love those picks. I really do. I love those picks a lot. So to the winners, I'm gonna start off with the Spurs. Obviously, you get Wemby. That's probably the obvious winner. But I don't know how to say his name. Sissoko. I don't know. City something. He's nice. And I kind of hate that I didn't really realize it until after the draft. Shout out to my boy Cam. He kind of opened my eyes to him. He reminds me a lot of Jalen Williams. And y'all know how much I love Jalen Williams. The fact that he's so versatile, I believe he's even bigger than Jalen Williams. He actually looks all of 6'8". And he looks like he has a Julius Randle build. But like he can move way faster than Julius Randle. When I watched him, my first thing was a smarter Julius Randle. But I also see Jalen Williams a lot. And I think he's going to be able to go over there in the Spurs, another great development system. And he can be their guard for the future. He's just so versatile. I don't know his position. I'm not going to lie. is listed as a small forward, but he can play guard, he can play the 2, he can play the 3, he can play the 4. He's so versatile, and you're sticking next to the young core of Wemby, Tyus Jones, Trey Jones, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sochan, and this a versatile guy like that can make that core just crazy. They might be at a point where they're like the Pelicans, where they just got too much, because I'm not going to try to say the last name again. That was a hit of a second-round pick. That's why the Spurs are the Spurs. They just know how to scout talent, and that was a great pick. The Lakers, Rob Pelinka, you did it again. The one thing Rob Pelinka doesn't get enough credit for is his drafting. He gets killed because his trades and stuff, and like how he's kind of catered to LeBron's needs. But like, what else? What other GM is going to tell LeBron no? It's never been a GM to tell LeBron no. But the picks I'm talking about: Brandon Ingram, D'Lo, Lonzo before the injuries, Kyle Kuzma, Alex Caruso. He got him. I feel like I'm forgetting some Austin Reeves, and then you go out here and you draft Jalen Hood-Schifino. I don't know why I said Julian. That's one of my favorite prospects. Jalen Hood-Schifino and Maxwell Lewis at 40. First of all, a loser. NBA draft. There's no way a talent like Maxwell Lewis should have fell to 40. That's stupid. I'm seeing guys like Kobe Brown get drafted over Maxwell Lewis. I got mad. I got very mad because Maxwell Lewis, to me, it's a lottery talent. This is another Jaden Hardy. You're looking at Jaden Hardy, like, how did he fall out the lottery? How did Maxwell Lewis fall out the lottery? How did he go to the Lakers? You get Jalen Hood-Schifino, and I'm not saying this is true, but I did see a rumor on NBA Central. Don't believe everything you see on there, but this makes sense. And I was saying it before the draft, and yes, I'm holding BlizzX in my hand. I got ADHD. Gotta hold something. They drafted him just in case they don't get Austin Reeves back. And I said that for weeks before the draft because I'm not a believer in paying Austin Reeves $100 million. It's nasty to me. I wouldn't do it. And if they don't, you have a replacement who kind of plays a lot like him, but is more talented in my opinion. I think he's a more talented scorer, especially in the mid-range. I think he's definitely a way more talented pick and roll player and playmaker in general. And I think he fits perfectly with the Lakers as of right now. I don't think it's going to be a time where he's not going to play. I think instantly he's going to get bench minutes, and I think that's the perfect fit. And then you go out of there with a guy like Maxwell Lewis that if he hits, god damn, we get a 3-level scorer that's also a sniper on the catch and shoot, who has the tools to be a great defender. That, like I said, that's a loser. NBA draft. He should have not been a second-round pick. Now, for the Rockets, of course, they're winners. Amen Thompson, damn near my favorite prospect. I said that with Julian Strawther. I'm not gonna lie, I've just been watching a lot of Amen Thompson videos over the last week, and like he's going on me a lot. But you can't really miss with that pick, and then you get Cam Whitmore at 20. The fact that a guy that was scouted to be a lottery pick, not just a lottery pick, a top 10 pick, not just top 10, for some people top 5 pick, and you get him at 20, you're obviously a winner. I really don't have to talk about that much. But then again, I want to say they're like the Pelicans. They're about to have too much talent, and I'm seeing all these people post their starting lineup graphics and putting Cam Whitmore at the 3. I'm like, hold on, bro. They have Atari Eason. That's damn near better than the rookie that the 3rd overall pick that they had last year. They just have so much, and to get Amen Thompson and Cam Whitmore out of this draft, I think the best move obviously is them getting Ime. You need a coach like that for these young guys. That's not going to take shit from these men. They're hitting, and then we got 2 more. The Mavs, you free up money. You trade Davis Bertans. Not only that, you get Olivier Maxence Prosper. I forgot the last 2 nicknames of his name, but a 3D wing. That's all you need with Luka, and he's actually a real 3. He's not no freaking Tim Hardaway Jr. or Reggie Bullock. No, this is a 6'8", 6'9" big dude that can actually stick a lot of defense. It's a Jared Vanderbilt. Now you gotta work on that 3, but I'm not going to say the rest of that since the defense, not the D, the defense is very good, and I think that's going to translate instantly. Getting Derek Lively at I believe it was 12, very good. I don't think he's going to make immediate impact like a lot of people are probably going to suspect he do, but I think that was just a very good pick right there for Luka. It's a guy that's going to attack the boards, and it's a really good shot blocker. And then get a Rashard Holmes to let Derek Lively kind of develop. Getting him, I don't think Richaun Holmes is a bad NBA player. That system with the Kings is just not for him. But this little pick and roll system they do over here in Dallas with Luka, where he can just get to a spot to hit that little ugly ass floater that he be doing, that's a perfect fit for him. And I think that's the perfect big for Luka. So they had a really good draft, a very good draft, and I think that trade cleared up some money so they could sign a guy like Bruce Brown. And you bring Kyrie, Olivier Maxwell, however you say his last two names, Derek Lively, Richaun Holmes, Bruce Brown, next to Luka. Them boys will be scary barring injury. And then for the Kings, you clear up $30 million. You trade Richaun Holmes. You don't make that pick at 25, I believe, but then you trade up and you get a Kobe Jones, who, again, why is a Kobe Jones falling out of the first round? But they get that? Oh my. That backcourt of him and Malik Monk off that bench, that's going to be what they wanted out of Terrence Davis, but he can play a lot more on ball. He can play make boring. He's actually a better shooter and a better defender. He's a Mike Brown guy. For them to get that while also clearing up 30 mil so they can go out there and get an OG Anunoby or Kyle Kuzma, please stay away from Draymond Green. I hate those rumors. Like, I hate them. I understand them, but I hate them rumors. If they didn't do that, this draft was pretty underrated for them. They got the prospect they needed, and they got the fuck out of there with more money. That's just, whew. This is a really good draft for a lot of people. Like, I didn't name teams like the Timberwolves. You get Leonard Miller and Jalen Clark. Oh my God. It's a lot of teams that had really good drafts. But this is just my winners and my losers, man. Like I said, it wasn't that much losers. I hated how people say the Magic reached. No, they didn't. Just from number 9 for as a prospects, from number 9 to like number 8, 17, all in the same range. All in the same range. Now, if it was me, I probably would have drafted Keontae George because I do think he has higher upside. But Jett is right there. Keontae George is also another great shooter, but it's also a really good scorer that they're probably going to need soon. And Jett might not be that right away, but Jett is still a good pick for me. Like I said, it's not that much losers for me though. So that's it for this video, man. Hope you like this video. We will have some more videos drop this week. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.